Happy New Year! Welcome to the first time I've ever uploaded this decade, this year, all that. Don't judge me, we've still got our Christmas stuff up. And Jasper, is this your drum kit? Is this your drum kit? So this is that's actually quite rhythmic. I think that's actually keeping a rhythm. You alright, Wilbs? You keeping your New Year's resolution going? Cracking on with activity and productivity, eh? Yeah. Oh, yes. Good dog. Good dog. Yes. To be fair, by the time you see this video, all Christmas will be gone from our house. It's before 12th night, which is that traditional thing, isn't it? So it's before 12th night, so it's fine. It's fine to still have your Christmas stuff up. It's I can't remember what the date is, but once it's past that date, the 6th of January, that's when it's bad. Have you taken your decoration? When do we take our decorations down? That's what. Leave a comment below. When should we take our decorations down?
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, that's it! You're going to say Happy New Year to everybody?
Happy New Year!
Yay! So Jasper's in bed now for a little nap, his afternoon nap. So I wanted to just take a little bit of moment to have a New Year chat with you all as we head into a new decade, new year, new us, all that kind of stuff, and share with you a little bit of my plans and ideas. Let me set you up properly. That's a bit better. So if I was to say the word New Year's resolutions, lots of people are like, oh yeah, I hate New Year's resolutions and I hate all what it stands for and I'm not up for it and I can't be bothered with it. And I get that. Sometimes we can find a pressure to, start everything from scratch and start everything new and be a totally different person this year, and that just feels unrealistic. But for me, I like the momentum that comes when you have a new year, because you've got this sort of new, fresh energy in a way to do something different. So with that in mind, here are my New Year's, I guess they are resolutions, things I want to try this year, things I want to do differently this year, things I want to attempt, and I would love to hear what yours are too. So firstly, it's the most boring thing ever, is that I'd love to up my dental hygiene. It's not that I'm, somebody who never brushes my teeth or anything like that. I just want to kind of do brushing better, and I want to look after my teeth better, and actually look after Jasper's teeth a little bit better, get to the dentist a little bit more often and things like that, and just to see what impact it might have. Obviously it's not going to change my life, but it might change my mouth, so that'll be nice. The other one I'm going to be doing this year is fasting once a month. Now, as a church at Kerith, we like looking to do a load of stuff on prayer this year, and one of the things that as a church we're doing, but also for me I want to do, is start fasting once a month. I remember when I was a teenager and I used to fast twice a month for a certain season. I used to do the 1st and the 15th of every month. So I'm not going to quite do 2 times a month, but I'm going to do once a month, around the 1st of every month. I'm going to fast, and then our church have got a week of prayer and fasting coming up, and I'm looking to do a bit of fasting in that as well. So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably make some sort of video about it as well. See, fasting's a funny thing, isn't it? Because one, you're not really supposed to talk about it. The whole point is doing it secretly and all that kind of thing. And secondly, it's not particularly fashionable when it comes to faith stuff these days. We don't necessarily think of fasting as a thing that we all try and do. It's kind of bottom of the list of when it comes to spiritual disciplines. But there is something in denying yourself something, isn't there? There's something about having the discipline and trying and attempting to deny yourself something in order to pursue something greater, which might be a connection to God, might be a sort of deeper times of prayer, longer times of prayer, more frequent times of connection with Him. I don't know. There's something about it that I think is important. So hopefully this year I'm going to get a bit more into fasting. And then I've got some other things that I'm also attempting to do, but one of which is doing these weekly videos, creating stuff, just getting my creative juices going and making more videos. So I'm hoping, this is holding me accountable, isn't it? By doing one a week, it's obvious if I don't do it or not. So yeah, there's loads of other sort of resolutions you can do, aren't there, about health and fitness and the way we eat. I'm hoping to eat a little bit less meat this year, but I haven't really set resolution for that. What else? One of mine, oh, that's right. One of mine I kind of want to start doing more of, for me, is sharing my actual desires a bit more. I'd like to actually talk and be willing to share a little bit about what I'd actually like and like to do with my days and with my life a bit more. I don't tend to do that much. My habit is to just sort of do what everybody else wants to do. So I hope that doesn't sound like selfish, but I kind of feel like I'm in a season where I can begin to sort of stick my hand up and go, I'd like to do that, or I wouldn't like to do this. And I'm going to try and give that a bash a bit more this year and see how that goes. But anyway, that brings it to an end really. I'd love to know what your resolutions are. What would your desires be for this year, whether you call them resolutions or plans or goals or, I don't know, whatever word there is. Are there any other words for it? But what would you love to do or achieve this year? And maybe we can work on it together. That brings me to the end of this video. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for having a watch. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. Thank you for the new people who are subscribing. That's very exciting. And thank you to those of you who hit the like button as well, that thumb up button as well. Really appreciate that. And so see you next week for more videos. Or video. Don't get ahead of yourself, Ben.